sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah sent him to those people. Maybe on the face of the earth there weren't a worse and non-akhlaq people than that. They used to worship idols, they did sins. That was common in their life, sins. And even in Hindustan, all of this, we see this as well. But akhlaq, there was a reason that these people and the Arabs at that time, they had bad akhlaq, and lots of people lived in the wilderness and the desert areas. They were nomadic type. So what did they know that what should we do? How should we meet someone? What are the manners of going to meet somebody? They didn't know these things. So these people, Allah Ta'ala selected the Prophet ﷺ for such these people, the Arabs, and Allah's Nabi did their tazkiyah. He improved them, He reformed them, He developed such a group of people, His Sahaba, that until Qiyamah, the Day of Judgment, no group of humans will compare to their excellence. And when the Prophet ﷺ did tazkiyah and improved his Sahaba, whoever saw the Prophet ﷺ, or whoever saw that person, no one can even be equivalent to their status. They were the Sahaba. Importance, we don't think is a subject, we don't have the knowledge of it. And if we don't have the importance of something, then when will you learn something? If you don't have the importance, if you don't hold something in regard or importance, then why will you practice on it? For example, if we don't know the importance of Ramadan, and then how are we passing through this month of Ramadan? Those people who know the importance of Ramadan, ask them what really is Ramadan and how should you pass through Ramadan physically. This depends on the importance in your mind. Until you don't have the importance and greatness of something, then you can't take the benefit of that thing. Yeah? The human being, if he's acting, practicing, and he's reading a kitab, whatever you're doing, whatever you've got, the first thing you need to do, what it demands, the situation demands, is that what is the status of that action in your brain, in your mind, that action that you're doing. So if you have a high status, this is the principle of tazkiyah, that it will be you who revert to the proper practice. For example, you are sat here, it's not me speaking. What is this? That's depending on your demand and desire. For example, he speaks in a group of thousands of people maybe, and maybe no effect takes place. That nobody improves as a human being. Thousands of people are sitting in the gathering. That inside you, if you have a demand, a wish, a desire to get close to Allah, then when you see a pious person, you will recognize that person, he's a wali Allah, that this is the well from where my thirst will be quenched. Then you'll start to see that, the reality. You will see his kashf, his noor, his good effect, his good company, and your eyes will attest, and you'll say to somebody next to you, that, do you feel something here in this good company? And that person who's got empty eyes say, no, I can't feel anything good here. You say, Yaar, my heart is opened up. Oh, I really feel good here in this company. Why? Because with the pious person's company, when you sat there with a sincerity and a demand, then you will see the light and the noor in that person. You will see his magnificence, his glory. He's a wali Allah. He's magnificent, his splendor. And the other person will look towards miracles. Oh, can you show me a miracle, please? I need to see a miracle. I can't see anything special about you. Oh, I can't see anything good about you. So look at the difference in the mindset in the two people, the students. So Allah's wali, you have to recognize the wali Allah. You have to recognize himself, realize himself. He will never mention to you that he's a pious person. What need does he have to show off in the dunya or tell people that he's good? Because he has got close to Allah, the teacher, just for the sake of Allah. Yes, he hasn't got close to Allah for the sake of showing people that if I get close to Allah, then people run after me, and they pick up my bags, and they praise me, and they call out my name. No, nobody has this intention. The wali Allah is close to Allah for the sake of Allah. And he likes it, that only he knows this secret, and Allah knows this secret, and it opens up in the grave. He doesn't want people in the world to recognize him in the road, in the street, in the dunya, what I was. He says, I don't want anybody to recognize me. SubhanAllah, unique point this is. Unique point. That the friend of Allah doesn't want recognition, nor does he like people to recognize him, to be aware of him. That you Allah my mine, and I am yours Allah. That's it. And when the secret will open up Allah, when I go to the grave. Such people, how do you recognize them? Their graves speak out themselves. They, yes. Remember this. Dunya, the world, the love of the world and the love of Allah, these two can never overlap. Both cannot be in the heart at the same time. There can only be one love in your heart. Listen to this, O Darwish people. The person who wants to see that am I successful in my life and that I've got good company with my teacher and my dhikr is successful, then this is the sign. Hubbud dunya, love of the dunya, cannot travel on the same track as the love with Allah. You cannot be the two in the same time. They can't. Both loves cannot be in the same person. I'm talking about love here. I'm not talking about the necessities of the world. No. Necessity of the world are there. I'm not saying leave your food, drink, work, business, enterprise. No. Leave the love of the dunya is what we need to do. Love of the dunya. Yes, leave running after the dunya, leave begging people in the dunya, and leave the fear of the dunya, greed of the dunya, pain of the, say Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Allah has promised the dunya to me, He definitely will give the dunya to me. Definitely. You don't understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So two things shouldn't be together. They can't overlap. If that person is in severe deception, he will be wretched all his life. He will be cursed in this world and thereafter. My Hadhrat Sahib always in his maktubat, in his writings, when he'd communicate with me, Hadhrat Sahib, when he wrote to me, he wrote to great mashaykh, and subhanallah, how Hadhrat Sahib, that when he gave me the advice in that maybe there was any letter that the Hadhrat Sahib did not say that, remember, don't run towards the dunya, that's it. Don't run after the dunya. Don't let the dunya overwhelm you. And alongside the Hadhrat Sahib said, also my teacher, that you must protect your shop, run your business, and go there regularly and run your business and earn from your hands from your business. He said that to me as well. So do you understand now the comparison? That it's not about running after the dunya, and that it's not prohibited to earn and to make profit or to eat and drink. Run the business, run your enterprise, but tawakkal Allah, rely on Allah. For example, a bird, a sparrow comes out of its nest in the morning, a pigeon. What do they have to their name? What tools do they have, the birds, that they'll go and earn? What akal does a bird have? But as tawakkal Allah, it comes out of his nest in the branch of the tree. Of good students, so I'm speaking to you like this. There's no hard work to get close to Allah. I swear by Allah, there's no hard work. Just one thing you need to do is you need to lower yourself and bring yourself to humility. Make yourself like a dog. Consider yourself worse than the dogs. As a Mujaddid al-Thani, Ramadhan said that I consider myself worse than the dog and the swine. And he was that sheikh, that teacher who was the head of sadaqat and honesty. They weren't false people. Mujaddid al-Thani wasn't a liar. Ali Murtaza wasn't a liar. From their tongue, the haqq, the truth used to come out. When they said something that I'm nothing at all, then really inside they never considered themselves better than other people. They thought they were the worst of the people. And we inside got idols, I'm this, I'm pious, I'm righteous, and respect me. And can this be like, can we get success? There's a beautiful hadith that, what time is the iftar today? What time do we break the fast? 45? MashaAllah, beautiful hadith. It was a great subject we were discussing. Because everything you get based on your demand and your desire, whether it's Medina or whether it's the Medina of a ghulam of Medina. Medina is the city, yeah? Medina is a city. What a great statement. Whether it's Medina or whether it's the Medina of the ghulam of Medina. So what does Medina mean? Medina means city. City, town. So even there the adab, same adab apply. Also you should go there as well the same way. And you should take your footsteps and movement the same there. I'm telling you the right thing here, yes. Be careful. Even there totally this system is followed as well, of adab and manners. Because the connection came from there in the beginning. From that background, yes. So understand this point. The connection is from there, from Medina. It may not be that you come from Medina and when you go to the next Medina and you don't pay attention to it. Don't do that. Then you will also spoil where you came from. You'll get across. And here also you will spoil. You don't understand what I'm saying? Yes. So be careful. So is there a demand? Is there a desire? Look at that. So, this is the difference here. So when he came, who? Asjia. How did he come? Carefully, luggage, his goods. This is that time when, subhanallah,